We will study about Bhakti cult. We will learn about Bhakti cult. We will learn about Bhakti cult and Sufi sannyasis. Sufi. Who are Sufi sannyasis? That we have to think. Muslim sannyasis are known by the name Sufi sannyasis. Muslim sannyasis are known as Sufi sannyasis. Bhakti cult and Sufi heritage. We have studied about Bhakti sannyasis, Hindu sannyasis, and we have studied about Sufi sannyasis also. So, about Sufi sannyasis and about Hindu sannyasis we have to learn. Or about Bhakti sannyasis and about Sufi sannyasis we have to learn. See, what were the objectives? What were the objectives or what were the main ideas of Sufi and Bhakti sannyasis that we have to learn? First one, discrimination. They were against all types of discriminations. They were against all types of discriminations. Who? Bhakti sannyasis were against all types of or all kinds of discrimination. What is discrimination? That we have to think. Discrimination. Discrimination means partiality. They were against, Bhakti sannyasis were against all types of or all kinds of discrimination, partiality. Discrimination on the basis of caste. They did not like discrimination on the basis of caste. They did not like. They did not like discrimination on the basis of which one? Money. They did not like discrimination on the basis of color of the skin. Color of the skin. So, Bhakti sannyasis were against all types of or against all kinds of discriminations. They were against all types of or all kinds of discriminations. What is the meaning of this one? Superstition. Superstition in Kannada means Mooda Nambike. Superstition. What is now also in Karnataka state and other parts of India, what is superstition is there. Superstition. In different parts of India, superstition is there or Mooda Nambike is there. Mooda Nambike is there in different parts of India. Now also is there. Then you can imagine how much superstition or Mooda Nambike was there in India during the olden days. So, Bhakti sannyasis were against which one? Bhakti sannyasis were against Mooda Nambike. Bhakti sannyasis. Bhakti sannyasis were against Muda Nambike. Bhakti sannyasis told, what they told? Bhakti sannyasis told that we should not believe in those things. Who told? Bhakti sannyasis clearly told that we should not believe in unnecessary things. Bhakti sannyasis told. We have to believe in which one? We have to believe in science only. Science. We have to believe only in science. That was the idea of Bhakti sannyasis. Don't believe in Moodanambike or superstition or Andhavishwas. That was the idea of Bhakti sannyasis. Don't believe in Moodanambike. Then united the mind of the people. See, Bhakti sannyasis, what they did? Bhakti sannyasis really united the mind of the people regarding spirituality. Or before Bhakti sannyasis, what is that? Before Bhakti sannyasis, people had no unity of their own. Before Bhakti sannyasis. Before Bhakti sannyasis, people had no unity of their own. Then what happened? Bhakti sannyasis united the people together. So, Bhakti sannyasis were planning to unify the people. Bhakti sannyasis. Unity of the people was major idea of Bhakti sannyasis. Then, single goal. Single goal. About single goal, I got told you earlier in another lesson. Single goal means monotheism. More God means polytheism. So what is the meaning? That means during the olden days, before Bhakti sannyasis, what was during the olden days before Bhakti sannyasis, people believed in different gods. People were believing different gods before Bhakti sannyasis. Now what happened? Bhakti sannyasis told that don't believe in so many gods. Believing in so many gods are known as which one? Polytheism. Believing in so many gods are known by the name polytheism. Poly means more than one. Believe in so many gods are known as polytheism. Believe only in one God is known as monotheism. So, Bhakti sannyasis told, what they told? Bhakti sannyasis told that don't believe in so many gods. Believe only in one God. That was the idea of Bhakti sannyasis. They advocated or they told about monotheism. Believe only in one God. That was their idea, monotheism. These were the major ideas of Bhakti sannyasis. So what I told? Now we are learning a new lesson known as Bhakti cult and Sufi heritage. We are studying about Hindu sannyasis, Bhakti sannyasis. And we are studying about Muslim sannyasis known as Sufi sannyasis. That is the reality. What is that? Bhakti sannyasis had their own ideas. Bhakti sannyasis. Bhakti sannyasis had their own objectives. They had their own ideas or they had their own objectives. What is that? Bhakti sannyasis were against all types of discriminations. What is the meaning of discrimination? That we are reading discrimination. Partiality. Bhakti sannyasis were against all types of all kinds of discrimination on the basis of caste. Because now also in the land of India, what is that? Now also in the land of India, different caste people are there now in India. Now also in the land of India, what is that? Different caste people are there. Different caste people are there in the land of India. Then what is that? Now also in the land of India, inside one caste, so many small castes are there in India. So what is that? Now also in the land of India, caste system is very powerful now in India. Caste system is very powerful in the land of India now also. And now discrimination or partiality is there in the land of India on the basis of caste. And in the land of India, now also discrimination is there on the basis of money. Then what is the reality? What is the Bhakti sannyasis were against all types of discriminations, either on the basis of color of the skin or either on the basis of money. Bhakti sannyasis were against all types of or all kinds of discriminations. Bhakti sannyasis. They were against all types of discriminations, either on the basis of color of the skin or either on the basis of money. Bhakti sannyasis were against all types of discriminations. This was one speciality of Bhakti sannyasis. This was another one objective of Bhakti sannyasis. That means Bhakti sannyasis were against all types of or all kinds of discriminations. Then superstition. What is the meaning? Superstition means Muda Nambike, Andha-vishwas. Bhakti sannyasis were against, what is that? Bhakti sannyasis were against all types of superstitious belief. What is that? Now also in the land of India, what is that? Superstitious beliefs are there now in India. Different types of superstitious beliefs are there in the land of India now also. Superstitious beliefs. Different types of different kinds of superstitious beliefs are there in the land of India now also. You might have seen. Then, what would have been the type of superstitious belief in India during the olden days. So, Bhakti sannyasis were against all kinds of superstitious belief. United might, what is the meaning? Bhakti sannyasis, what they did? Bhakti sannyasis united the people of India without considering caste, religion, what is that? Without considering caste, religion, etc. Bhakti sannyasis decided to unite the people of India. Bhakti sannyasis decided to unite the people of India. Bhakti sannyasis. They decided to unite the people of India without considering caste or other things. Then, single goal. Now also we know one thing that, what we know? Now also we know one thing that, what is that? People are believing in different gods now also. We have so many gods of our own. Lady gods are there. Gents gods are there. Children gods are there. Now also we are believing in thousands of gods. Now also we are believing in thousands of gods. Believing in more gods are known as polytheism. Poly means more than one. Believing in one God is known as monotheism. So, polytheism and monotheism are two things. So, Bhakti sannyasis told that believe only in one God or believe in monotheism. This was the idea of Bhakti sannyasis. Bhakti sannyasis told that. What they told? Bhakti sannyasis told that don't believe in more gods, believe only in one God. That was the idea of Bhakti sannyasis. And on, we have to study about Bhakti sannyasis one by one. Different Bhakti sannyasis lived in the land of India. Different Bhakti sannyasis lived in the land of India. Now we have to learn about whom? Now we have to learn about Bhakti sannyasis one by one. Andals are Vishnu devotees. Andals are Vishnu devotees. They are living in the land of Tamil Nadu. Andals are really, what is that? Andals are really Vishnu devotees of Tamil Nadu. Vishnu. In Hindu religion, you know better than me doing? What is the condition? In Hindu religion, what is mainly three gods are there. Three gods are there. Mainly three gods are there in Hindu religion. Who are those? Brahma. Brahma is the creator of everything. Brahma is creating everything. Brahma is making everything. Vishnu, Mahavishnu is keeping or maintaining everything. Mahavishnu. Third one is Parameswar, Kailasanathan, Shiva. Shiva is destroying everything. Shiva is destroying everything. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. So, Andals are, what is Andals are really, what is Andals are really the devotees of Mahavishnu. They are in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, what they are doing? They are doing puja before Mahavishnu. They are doing puja before Mahavishnu. They are known as Andals. Andals had no real father. Andal was the adopted child of Vishnu Chida. Andal was the adopted child of Vishnu Chida. He was known as, Vishnu Chida was known as Periya Andal. Vishnu Chida was known as Periya Andal. What is the meaning of Periya? Big. Periya means big. He was known as Periya Andal. Once more I will tell you up to here. Andals are really the devotees of Mahavishnu, or Andals are doing puja before Mahavishnu. Andals are really doing puja before Mahavishnu. Andals are the devotees of Mahavishnu in Tamil Nadu. And Vishnu Chida was there in Tamil Nadu. Vishnu Chida adopted one girl child. Adoption is Dattu. And Andal was the adopted girl child of Vishnu Chida. Vishnu Chida was known as Periya Andal, means big Andal. See, this is one place in Tamil Nadu, Sri Villiputtur. There, one Krishna temple is there now also. Then what is that? Vishnu Chida was making garland there. Vishnu Chida making garland there. What is the meaning of garland? Male, flower. Vishnu Chida was making, Vishnu Chida was making garland there. One Krishna temple is there now also. Then what is there? There Andal was also doing puja. Andal. This girl, Andal was also making puja there. Then what is that? Andal's real name was, this sannyasi's real name was Goda Devi. Goda Devi was her real name. Goda Devi was her real name. Afterwards she was known as Andal. Goda Devi believed that, what she believed? Or Andal believed that Krishna is her husband. She believed that Krishna is her husband. Goda Devi believed that Krishna is her husband. And she wrote one book known as Tirupavai. Tirupavai was the book which was made by Andal. Tirupavai was the book which was written by Andal. Tirupavai. Then, now also in the land of Tamil Nadu, Tirupavai Vrata is there. Tirupavai Vrata. Now also in the land of Tamil Nadu, people, those who are believing in Mahavishnu or Krishna, are following Tirupavai Vrata. Andal was completely against caste system. Andal did not believe in any type of caste feelings. Andal was not at all believing in any type of caste. Andal was completely against caste system in the land of India. Andal was completely against caste system which was there in the land of India. Andal. During the time of Andal, during the days of Andal, caste system was very powerful. During the days of Andal, caste system was powerful. So what happened? Andal believed that there is nothing in caste system. Andal was completely against all type of caste feelings or caste system. Andal believed that there is only one God. Andal believed there is only one religion. That was a major idea of Andal. Andal believed that Andal or Goda Devi believed that. What they believed? Andal or Goda Devi believed that. What they believed? We are believe in God. We should not believe in caste system. That was the idea of Andal. Once more I will tell you, children. You look here. Once more I will repeat. You look here. Once more I will repeat. Andal. Sri Villiputtur is a place in Tamil Nadu. Sri Villiputtur is a place in Tamil Nadu. Sri Villiputtur. Now also there is a presence of one Krishna temple. One Krishna temple is there. Now also in Sri Villiputtur. There what happened? There father of Goda Devi, Vishnu Chida, was providing garland to the God Krishna. Mainly what I told, what really I told, Andals are devotees of Krishna. Andals are devotees of Lord Krishna or Mahavishnu. So, in Sri Villiputtur, what is that? in Srivilliputtur, Vishnu Chida was making, what Vishnu Chida was making? Vishnu Chida was making flower garlands to Krishna. And Goda Devi, that means Andal's original name was Goda Devi. Goda Devi was also making garland or male to the god Krishna. Goda Devi or Andal did not marry. Goda Devi or Andal did not marry. Then what happened? Goda Devi or Andal did not marry. She herself believed that. What she believed? She herself believed that. What she believed? She herself believed that Mahavishnu or Krishna as her husband. Why I told Mahavishnu or Krishna? Why I told like that? Krishna, Mahavishnu is having so many incarnation or avatara of his own. Mahavishnu. Krishna or Sri Krishna is an avatara of Mahavishnu. So, Goda Devi did not marry. Goda Devi. Goda Devi did not marry. Then what happened? Goda Devi did not marry. Then what happened? Goda Devi believed that Sri Krishna or Mahavishnu as her husband. Goda Devi believed Sri Krishna or Mahavishnu as her husband. Goda Devi believed. Then she wrote one book known as Tirupavai. Goda Devi wrote one book known as Tirupavai. In that, Goda Devi wrote about all her belief regarding Sri Krishna or Mahavishnu. Goda Devi told that if you are believing in Sri Krishna, what will be there? If you are believing in Sri Krishna, after death, our Atma will go to the heaven. After death, our Atma will go to the heaven or Swarga. That was the idea of Goda Devi. After death, our Atma will go to the heaven if you are believing in Mahavishnu. Now also in Tamil Nadu, what is that? Now also in Tamil Nadu, people are observing or people are keeping Tirupavai Vrata, special puja. Tirupavai Vrata we are using for Mahavishnu only. Those who are believing in Mahavishnu or Krishna are keeping and observing Tirupavai Vrata in the land of Tamil Nadu. Andal was completely against which one? Andal was completely against all types of or all kinds of caste system. Andal believed that there is no meaning in caste system. Andal believed. Don't believe in caste system. If you want moksha, you believe in Mahavishnu. That was the major idea of Andal. Andal was fully against, or Andal was completely against caste system. Dear children, I think you are able to follow this one. Now you turn on your mind, children. We will have a discussion on this topic.